Coming up on this week's edition of SCS Local Matters, City Clerk Mary Kotowski has the latest in city primary election news. Katie has some fun ideas for summer vacation fun. These stories and more when SCS Local Matters starts right now. Hi, I'm Mary Jane Doherty, Communications Director for the City of St. Clair Shores, and you're watching SCS Local Matters. We bring you 100% city news with information you can trust. In this week's top story, the clock is ticking as the city's primary election is only days away. SCS TV stopped by City Clerk Mary Kotowski's office this morning to get the latest news on the election. What's happening in Election Central, Mary?
Thank you, Mary Jane. It's election time again in the City of St. Clair Shores. On Tuesday, August 6th, we will be nominating council candidates to the November 5th general election, as well as there are two charter amendment millage proposals, the street millage and the police and fire. As always, the polls are open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. on election day. If you find you need an absentee ballot, the law has changed. Now there is no reason absentee voting. Proposal 18.3 overwhelmingly approved by the voters in the state of Michigan. Anyone who needs to vote by absentee ballot now can. You can also sign up for my automatic absentee ballot application mailing list. So after this November, if you sign up for this mailing list, every time we have an election, we will automatically send this form out to you. This form is always, a version of this form, I should say, is always on the city clerk's website on the election page under the absentee voter tab. This election, make sure, usually there are peak times. So if you have the ability to not go to peak times to voting, when the polls open in the morning, you will usually see lines on election day as well as right after work for people. So if you can vary your time, if you have the ability to do that, the polls are again open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. You're going to find 14 of our polling locations share a building and share a voting room. For this election, as a cost-saving measure, those voters from both of those precincts will be voting as one precinct. So don't think your precinct is not voting this election. We did this to save a lot of money for the city by combining them. Same building, same room, same election inspectors pretty much will be working at that precinct. As always, in Michigan, you need to show picture identification. If you don't have picture identification, there's an affidavit on the back of the application to vote. If you want to see a sample ballot before election day, or if you're not sure you're registered to vote already, if you go to www.michigan.gov/vote, you can key in your information, see if you're registered to vote or not. You can see directions to the precinct. You can see where the precinct is. If you're an absentee voter, you can see when we mailed your ballot back. If you sent it back already, you can see the date it was received in my office and that it will be counted on election day. For a new voter in Michigan, that proposal 18.3 also made changes to the voter registration rules. You had to get registered by mail at the Secretary of State's office or a county clerk's office or a state agency by 15 days before election day. After that deadline passed of July 22nd, now if you still want to get registered to vote and be eligible to vote on election day, you can walk into my office during normal business hours, bringing picture identification and proof of residency. So because you may not have gotten to the branch office to update your driver's license to your new address, and you can bring that proof of residency on your cell phone if you need to. A copy of your current pay stub, your current bank statement, a current utility bill. My staff will get you registered to vote. You would then at that point either be able to vote an absentee ballot or we'll give you a receipt to take to the polling locations on election day. If you're an absentee voter and you've been holding on to your ballot, waiting to hear information about candidates and stuff, I strongly encourage you to drive to City Hall, deposit it in the white drop box. Most important thing is that you make sure you have signed the envelope, because if you don't sign your ballot, we can't count it under Michigan election law. You have to sign your ballot for it to count on Election Day. Saturday, August 3rd, the clerk's office will be open for 8 hours from 7:30 in the morning until 3:30. So if you haven't gotten registered to vote, or you haven't voted by absentee ballot and now you're going to be out of town on Tuesday, or you would just like to take advantage of voting early, you can do that in my office from 7:30 to 3:30 on Saturday before Election Day. And that's the new law. We've always been open on Saturday. Now we have to be open for a minimum of 8 hours on that Saturday. Come in, we'll get you an application, bring your picture ID. Again, if you don't have picture ID, we'll ask you to sign an affidavit. But to get registered to vote up until the polls close on Election Day, under Michigan election law, that new constitutional amendment from last November, you could still get registered. If you find out, oh my gosh, I didn't get registered to vote, now I want to vote on next Tuesday, what you can do is walk into my office, picture ID, proof of residency. We will allow you to do that up until the polls close on Election Day. So you go to the app on your phone, michigan.gov/vote. Oh my gosh, I didn't get registered in St. Clair Shores when I moved into the city. You could come to my counter. We'll accommodate you. We'll get you registered to vote. You can either vote an absentee ballot or vote at the precinct on Election Day with the receipt we give you back. Election Day, please use our drop box for returning your absentee ballots if you haven't done so. I always feel sad for those voters who on Election Day throw this in the U.S. mailbox, because it won't get to me by the time the polls close on Election Day. If you're putting it in the mail, give yourself 5 days to return the absentee ballot. If you find out last minute on Monday, the day before Election Day, oh my gosh, I'm going to be out of town on Tuesday, I'm going to work, whatever, I'm going out of town, you can vote at my counter from 8 a.m. till 4 p.m. So walk into City Hall, picture ID, you can vote by absentee ballot. I want to assure voters our system has integrity. It has never been online. Our voting tabulation system has never been online, so I'm not worried about it being hacked. If you want to see the election results on election night, if you go to the county clerk's website, they will open that link on election night. Vote totals will come in from the precincts directly to the county clerk's office, and then we will post precinct by precinct results on the city's website, when we're done accumulating all the vote totals on Election Day. So absentee ballots and precinct ballots are added together for every precinct. We will publish those totals to the City Clerk website under the Election Results tab on Election Day. I want to thank you all for voting, and if I haven't answered a question you may have, my suggestion is to go to michigan.gov/vote. The Secretary of State's website has been totally refurbished with all the information about new voting rights, are you registered to vote, how to get registered to vote, how to get an absentee ballot. And if that doesn't answer your question, please call my office at 447-3303. Thank you for voting.
Thanks, Mary, so much for that valuable information. We'll catch up with you again after the election. And of course, the very best of luck for a smooth running election. The election's not the only major event in the city that's rapidly reaching a close. The search for a new city manager culminated in June with the selection of Matthew Koppler as Mike Smith's replacement. Koppler, the current city manager in Lincoln Park, is now in negotiations with City Council and Robert Erie, our city attorney, to finalize his employment contract. Tune in to City Council meeting on Monday, August the 5th for more details on the status of the city manager's position. The meeting is aired live on Comcast Channel 5, WOW Channel 10, and AT&T Channel 99. It starts at 7 p.m. The council meeting can also be viewed online on demand in the Media Center at www.scsmi.net. And now SCS TV proudly presents The Kids Corner, a show designed specifically for our younger viewers. Your host, Katie, a middle school student, will explore subjects that our younger viewers are interested in and often give them a chance to sound off on issues that are important to them. Today, Katie and her friend Madeline are going to talk about their plans for summer vacation and show you some very clever moves.
Thank you, Miss Mary Jane, and welcome back to the Kids Corner. And also, welcome back, Maddie.
I'm glad to be here.
So, we're here to talk about summer vacation. What are your plans for the summer?
Well, tomorrow I'm going to Chicago, which is going to be really fun. Also, I plan on going to the beach a lot, and of course, sleeping in.
Cool, seems fun.
What about you?
Well, I'm hoping we get to go to an amusement park this summer, but there's a lot of things we're going to do near us, like fairs, beaches, and parks.
Oh yeah.
What did you do in the past few days?
Mostly just stay at home and, a sleepaway baton twirling camp.
Yes, and we were roommates too. That was so much fun.
We learned a ton of new tricks.
Hey, why don't we give them a quick tutorial and show them the basics of a solo?
Of course, and a quick dance too. So first you pretend like, let's say you have vanilla ice cream on one side of you and chocolate on the other. You dip your baton into the vanilla ice cream and then scoop. Then you do it on the other side. And then you go faster and faster.
Got it. This next one is called the horizontal twirl. Pretend like you're stirring a big pot and you slowly go quicker and closer. Make sure the big end of your baton is always under your arm. This one takes practice, so be patient if you don't get it right away.
Okay, this next one is cool. It's called a thumb toss. You hold your baton like this and then you bring it over your thumb and release. Make sure it has rotation. This one's tricky too, but always make sure the baton goes over your thumb.
I always get reminded to make sure my baton goes over my thumb, or else it's called open hand.
Yeah, and once you get good with this, you can do it over a spin.
Okay, now on to solo.
A solo is a baton routine performed by yourself. It also has a ton of cool tricks.
It has a certain order too. First is opening, then fingers,
Then rolls, horizontals, and closing.
We learned a quick routine at baton camp that we will show you. And now on to the dance. Thank you so much for being here, Maddie. I had a blast.
My pleasure. I had so much fun.
And that's it for today on the Kids Corner. Back to you, Miss Mary Jane.
Thanks so much, Katie and Madeline. We really enjoyed your performance, and we look forward to more episodes of the Kids Corner. Now, if our viewers have any suggestions of subjects or questions that you would like Katie to ask her guests, just call me at 447-3414, or you can email me at maryjane@scsmi.net. In other news, construction on the bathhouse at Blossom Heath Park resumes full speed ahead. Work stopped a little earlier this summer when workers dug 15 feet below the surface and discovered that the old building was sitting on 12 feet of landfill material and was unable to support the new building design. Re-engineering of the foundation and the material needed to correct the problem adds $136,000 to the project cost. The Tax Increment Finance Authority, better known as TIFA, who is paying for the project, can fund up to an additional $100,000. So City Council stepped in and unanimously approved a $75,000 to cover the additional expense and to provide a contingency fund. Please stay tuned to SCS Local Matters for updates as they are available. Are you and your family looking for some place to go or something to do in the next couple of weeks? Let our Around Our Town report point you in the right direction. Here's special events reporter Becky Spada with this week's report. Welcome back, Becky. It may be August and summer may be starting to wind down a little bit, but I know that we still have lots of fun still ahead. What's happening out there?
Thank you, Mary Jane. This time for Around the Town, we're going around the town. I'm here at the St. Clair Shores Community Garden, and if you're interested in volunteering for the Community Garden, be sure to check out their Facebook page. Visit Wabi Park on Monday, August 5th at 7 p.m. for the Shorewood Kiwanis Summer Concert Series featuring guitarist William B. McNanny. These concerts are free and open to the public. Be sure to bring your own chair or blanket to the park to listen to the music. Wabi Park is located at 24800 Jefferson. Enjoy the music of the Sweet Mountain Strings Dulcimer Group on Tuesday, August 6th at 6:30 p.m. in the Reading Lounge of the St. Clair Shores Public Library. The group performs on dulcimers and other folk instruments and play Americana tunes. These concerts are free and open to the public. For additional information, give the library a call at 771-9020. The St. Clair Shores Library is located at 22500 11 Mile Road. The 2019 Music on the Lake Summer Concert Series invites everyone to Veterans Memorial Park on Wednesday, August 7th to hear the music of Captain Fantastic, an Elton John tribute band. It will also be the annual Adoption Festival and Family Fun Day. Meet children waiting adoption and learn more about the adoption process. There will be food trucks, bocce ball, horseshoes, playground equipment, and more in the park to enjoy. These concerts are free and open to the public. Veterans Memorial Park is located at the end of Masonic Boulevard and Jefferson. Pups and Pints brings dogs and beer together at JMX Brewing Company on Wednesday, August 7th, starting at 4 p.m. Dogs can mingle together at the brewery while you enjoy a craft beer or two. JMX Brewing Company has a rotating menu of craft beer, so be sure to check their Facebook page to see what brews are available during this event. JMX Brewing Company is located at 21721 Harper Avenue. Now I'm down here at 9 Mile and Mac in St. Clair Shores, which has just been named the official downtown. Help keep St. Clair Shores beautiful by volunteering for the I-94 entrance and exit ramp cleanup on Saturday, August 10th. Volunteers can meet at the northeast corner of I-94 and 10 Mile at 10 a.m. All ages are welcome to participate, and please dress for the weather. For more information, call Aaron at 774-8181. The 6th annual Guns N' Hoses softball game, hosted by the Women's Civic League of St. Clair Shores, takes place at Kite Monroe Park on Saturday, August 10th. The festivities begin at 5 p.m., with the game taking place at 7:30 p.m. The softball game is between the St. Clair Shores Police and Fire Departments. There will be bounce houses, a beer tent, door prizes, a DJ, and more. Tickets are a donation of $5 per person, with children under 5 free. Kite Monroe Park is located at 32701 Harper Avenue. On Tuesday, August 13th, kids are welcome to the St. Clair Shores Library for a Lego block party taking place between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. Kids can build to the theme of the month or make something from their own imagination. The block party is free, and all ages are welcome to drop in for some imaginative play. Contact the library for any additional information. The St. Clair Shores Library is located on the corner of 11 Mile Road and Jefferson. The Selinsky Green Farmhouse Museum will have a delightful performance of folk songs at the farmhouse on Thursday, August 15th at 7 p.m. Folk musician Jim Daniska will be playing outdoors this summer in the backyard of the museum, weather permitting. He will be playing music from Pete Seeger, Woody Guthrie, Bob Dylan, and others. Come prepared to join the singing. There is no charge to attend this concert, and please bring your own lawn chairs to enjoy the music. The Selinsky Green Farmhouse Museum is located behind the St. Clair Shores Library. We've now moved over to Wabi Park, where a lot of activities are going to be taking place in and around this park and Blossom Heath Park. Get ready to celebrate being Greek for a day as the Assumption Cultural Center hosts their annual Greek Fest, taking place the weekend of August 15th through August 18th. Families are welcome to enjoy delicious homemade Greek food, traditional dancing, rides, games, a cultural exhibit, and a marketplace. All of the fun will take place at the Assumption Cultural Center, located at 21800 Martyr Road. For more exciting details, visit the website listed here on your screen. Aquafest on the Nautical Mile will be taking place on Saturday, August 17th and Sunday, August 18th. All sorts of fun activities to participate in will be available both days, including trolley rides, a kids fishing derby, a watermelon eating contest, the ultimate air dog show, vendors, crafts, and so much more. Visit the website on your screen for a complete list of activities and locations of events. 4 Paws, 1 Heart will have a 5K walk or run for fun event taking place on Saturday, August 17th to raise money for their nonprofit organization. Participants can check in at 9 a.m. at the Blossom Heath Gazebo, with the 5K starting at 10 a.m. The entry fee is $30 per participant. Kids and dogs are free. This also includes lunch after the 5K of hot dogs or veggie dogs. For any questions on how to register or donate to this event, contact Diana with the email address listed on your screen. Blossom Heath Park is located at 24800 Jefferson. During Aquafest, the Cool City Committee will be hosting its second annual luau on Saturday, August 17th from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. here in Wabi Park. The sweet luau music and dancing is provided by the Polynesian Dancers of Michigan. There will be food trucks, tiki drinks, games such as pineapple bowling, limbo, flamingo toss, and more. All ages are welcome to get a taste of the tropics. Check out the Cool City Committee Facebook page for additional information. Register today for the 4th annual St. Clair Shores Firefighters Union Golf Outing taking place on Saturday, September 7th at the St. Clair Shores Golf Club. Proceeds from this outing will go to local charities, including the Great Lakes Burn Camp. The fee is $100 per person, which includes raffles, 50/50 prizes, and more. The shotgun start is at 9 a.m. and players can check in at the Pro Shop at 8 a.m. For any questions, call 586-899-3722. The St. Clair Shores Golf Club is located at 22185 Masonic Boulevard. For more events, check out the City of St. Clair Shores Facebook page. Visit the city website at scsmi.net and follow the Facebook icon. Don't forget to like the page to get up-to-date information on events taking place in St. Clair Shores. To write down a date or a contact number for any story you've seen on today's show, click on the Media Center button located on the city's homepage. Click on the name of the show, SCS Local Matters, and you can watch our show all over again 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You may also visit the City of St. Clair Shores Vimeo page to watch segments in high-quality HD. SCS TV is now also on YouTube. Type in SCS TV in the search bar under Channels and click on our microphone logo. To list an event or an activity on around our town or the community bulletin board, call Mary Jane at 447-3414 or email her at maryjane@scsmi.net. Please put Around Our Town in the heading and give her the details about 3 weeks in advance so we can mention it a few times on the show. That's going to do it for this edition of Around Our Town, Mary Jane. Back to the studio with more exciting news for you.
Thanks so much, Becky, as usual. We have something for everyone. See you next time. Before we sign off for today, as viewers may recall from past SCS Local Matter reports, each year the city purchases tax foreclosed properties from the county. We renovate them and then we sell them back to the public. Proceeds from the sale of the tax foreclosed properties are earmarked to pay for improvements to our neighborhood parks. Recently, the city installed new playground equipment at Gaffkey Park for about $75,000. The playground committee selected a fire truck-themed play structure. And another really unique feature is an expression swing that allows a parent and a baby to swing together. That's twice the fun. Stop by Gaffkey Park, located between 12 Mile Road and Martin Road. Check out the address that you see on your screen for a map. And that's the news for this week. I'm Communications Director Mary Jane Doherty. Tune in next week for more SCS Local Matters with information you can trust.